here we go. We're going to have a little more noise tonight because this is the first game of the year where the serfs are allowed to surf and watch their kids. Now that our dear leaders have granted us clemency. So we got the first game of the UTL Black Bear tournament. We are playing the 14U Ironbound team, AAA. So don't know anything about this team. Should be a good challenge. See what the girls can do. So we got on the front line, we got Citro, looks like Wildish, and Cassidy Moore out front. Puck goes back to the defensive zone. Emily Quest trying to handle it, but it gets taken away in the corner by the Ironbound team. Up to the defenseman, takes a shot, gets through, but saved by Bridget Milligan, and picked up by Perez, but then she goes down and pushes it over to the other defense, who is on defense right now. That was Wildish, though. Looks like Ronnie Ball, perhaps? Yes, Ronnie Ball. So puck goes around the net, picked up by and knocked away by Ironbound. Princeton trying to get it around the zone, but they can't get it. Dropped back by the Ironbound, takes a shot from the point and misses wide. And Princeton, Citro going for that, but then backed off and let the Ironbound girl take it. Picked up behind the net. Looks like trying to get out of the zone. Finally get it out, slightly out of the zone, but picked up by the Ironbound team as they are on a change and looking to bring it back into the zone. Player tips it along the boards, picked up by Ronnie Ball. Backs around, looking for someone. She goes down, leaves it in front to the winger. Takes a shot at Milligan and stopped. Puck comes out front, and looks like Nicole Iloff is on the move down the sidelines with looking for Logan and Harrison in front of the net. She can't get it through, still with the puck behind the net. Gets over to Harrison, tries to loop around, but loses it, and it's back the other way. Mid-ice, Iloff picks it up again and dumps it in. And controlled by the Ironbound team behind the net. Coco Lutov tries to pick her, but she goes around her. Picked up by Logan Harrison, who brings it back into the far corner. And it's in the far corners. Schmidt steps up to keep it in the zone. We got Schmidt and Isabel Cook on the defense right now. Covered up by the defense, by the goalie who lets it go. Schmidt steps in, pinches in to try to keep it in. And nobody really back to cover, but then Iloff does. Delayed offsides, comes out. Johns goes back in after it. We've got Johns at center today with Nicolescu and Gruby on the wings. Gruby, Schmidt goes in for the corner, centers it to Johns, who gets it through, takes a backhand shot, gets it off, but stopped. Nice try by Johns. And then the puck back the other way with a 2-on-2 rush. With the Ironbound moving in, looking for steam. Heads it towards the net. Rebound by, doing it by Milligan, but no one there to get it. And Ironbound team takes a shot from the point. Picks it up around the net. Goes around the net, looking for somebody. Defenseman wide open at the top of the slot. Fires it into the net. Misses. Picked up by Gruby. She's got some room. Let's see what she can do. They're going to catch up there. She can get around her. Drops it back to Nicolescu, but just beyond her reach. And puck is now behind the net. Picked off by Wildish nicely. Puck in the corner. Looks like we have a little bit of a glare on the ice from the scoreboard here. Shot towards the net by Ball. The rebound could not be handled by Nicolescu. Puck is in the corner. Player goes down, and it is cleared, but it looks like it will be an icing call, and it is. So that will come back into the Ironbound zone. we have, yes, this game we have 2 21-minute halves, and we are 17 minutes in with no score. So we've got Citro, Wildish, and Moore on the front line, with Cook and Emily Perez on the blue line. 3-on-1 rush now here. Perez lets her take the shot, and the rebound stopped. How did that not go in? I don't know. Stopped by Milligan or missed. Nice play to keep that out of the net, though. Perez picks it up behind the net, trying to cycle up along the far boards. Tries to snap it back, snap it through, but gets stopped. Throws it back in front of her net to Citro, who has some room to go. Looking up, passes but intercepted by the Ironbound team and sent behind the PTL net. Picked up by Cook, who tries around the net, then backs around. Dangerous, leaves it up in front, but we picked it up, and looks like Perez going up, drops it over to the winger, and the whistle is blown. I don't know if it's a penalty or just a hurt player. That was Cassidy Moore that went down behind the net. Maybe, I think she moved the net off those moorings, and so the referee blows the whistle. So we've had the face-off to the right of the Ironbound goalie, won by the Tigerlers. Back to Teixeira, throws it over to Schmidt, but out of the zone. She knocks it back in. Chasing is, looks like Harrison. Lutoff trying to keep it back into the zone, into the corner. Looking for some help. Comes out to the point and out. And Schmidt tries to get it up over to Iloff, who can't quite grab it. Back to Schmidt, who now has some room, but she's been really tightly covered by the Ironbound team. It's pinching right in on her. Ball sends it in, and it's a little dump and chase, but the Ironbound team brings it up for a 3-on-2 rush, and she makes a nice move to go around her. Milligan saves that rebound, and then the rebound itself, so good to keep that out of the net. Dangerous play for sure. It's a good team here, the Ironbound, that we're playing. They're quick and they're organized. Pass in front of the cross-ice in front of the net, deflected by the Ironbound, picked up, recycling through the net, takes the short angle shot, stopped easily by Milligan, and then the puck is over to Gruby. She tries to flip it up to Johns, who has some room on a 2-on-1 rush, and Nicolescu's open right in front. She can get it up, but she does not get that off as the Ironbound defender gets to her quickly. Puck up to the far boards, trying to keep it in on the Tigerlers, but can't. So we have a 1-on-1 rush with Ball defending. She knocks it by her nicely, then Ball does catch up and kick it away. And the sneaky little team is Ironbound. Puck is cleared out, and they wave off icing. Ruby is pressuring, get on her. They try to pinch it up, snap it up across the boards. They do. Whirl into the zone of the defensive zone of the Tigerlers, who's trying to move it out. Intercepted. Puck is at the feet of Cook, who flips it over, tries to flip it over to Gruby, who is now chasing. Gets in her way of the Ironbound player. They are moving nicely and passing nicely, this team. And a little easy pass stepped aside by Milligan. Picked up by Wildish, up to Gruby, who then dumps and gets off the ice. And there's an icing as Gruby sent it down just a little bit shy of the red line to cause the icing. So 13:07 left in the first half. Wildish, Citro, and Cassidy Moore, with Cook and Looks like Schmidt on the back. Pass over to Citro, but controlled quickly. And that's going to come back with another ice. Natalie Schmidt was just on before this in another game. So she might be a little tired, but she is holding up well. Face-off won by the Tiger Lilies. Looks like Teixeira looking for somewhere around the net. Gets left, stopped and left in front of the net. And now this puck is not going in, I don't know. There's been wide open rebounds in front of the net, not going in. Maybe the Tiger Lilies just throwing their bodies in front to save it. Puck hits the skate of Citro, who knocks it forward, but then back. Picked up by Ball, but missed. And it's a 3-on-2 rush a little bit. Wildish does a good job to catch up to her. Centered, but broken up by the Tiger Lilies. And then a shot sticked aside by Milligan. Picked up by Teixeira. And throws a kind of an errant pass across ice. But whoa! And Citro gets hit hard by Gross, and that will be a penalty call against the Ironbound, as that was a
get your elbow up, Caroline!
Bit of a shot there by the Ironbound team. So it's a power play for Tiger Lilies. We got Ella Harrison and Wildish on the penalty on the power play with Perez and Ball in the back. Puck is sent forward to the net by Perez, but stopped in front in the corner. Looks like Wildish Ball tries to knock it forward. Puck is sent into the Tiger Lily zone. You've got to hurry quickly to get that. And let them, Ironbound catches up to it, but then they have control of the puck. And Perez is bringing it up. Crossover to Ball, who brings it in, has a shot, takes a shot, glove to side by the Ironbound goalie. Picked up by Harrison. And across the ice to Loft. Tries to bring it in, does bring it in the zone. Across to Ball, but misses. Back into the zone come the Ironbound girls. Get a shot, but that's blocked in front. Shot from the point missed. Into the far boards. Cassie Moore going after it. Swamped by two of the Ironbound girls. But we are still managing to get a chance at stick saved by Milligan, who almost misses the wraparound, but does pick it up. Looks like John's in the corner fighting to get control of that. A few players open if she can get that up to us. Brings it up, loses a little control, and that's going to be an icing call as John tries to hit Emma, but really passed between Emma and Ruby on that. So we've got 25 seconds left on the play, power play. 7 seconds left on the power play. So won by the Tiger Lilies, but still stuck in our zone. Moore sends it back to Schmidt. Tries to bring it up. Has Ruby on the wide side if she can get her. Moore bringing it in. Does bring it into the zone. Loses it in front of the Ironbound boards. And they dump it in, and that will be an icing as power play has ended. So we've got 9:29 left. Some other shots on goal, but it's probably imbalanced. But it's still a 0-0 game here. Face off. We've got Harrison taking the face off with Iloff and Lutov on the wingers. Teixeira and Cook on the, Perez and Cook on the back line. We've got 5 defensemen rotating tonight. With Ellery Johns, who's usually on the back line, is playing center tonight. So we've got Perez has the puck, sends it forward, almost gets through. Lutov tries to tee it up, but doesn't quite get it. There's sticker control. Oh, and there's a miss off the post. Harrison had the rebound come out to her, and she sent it forward. Really just hit the post. It came out. Almost a goal for the Tiger Lilies. And the face-off will be to the right, to the left of the Ironbound goalie. Harrison taking the draw. Controlled by the Ironbound team, who look to go around the net. Some good tough work by Harrison to knock her off that puck, keep it in the zone. Lutov fighting to try to get a stick on it to get a shot off, but it's picked up around. Oh, and it's left open in front of the net, and Harrison takes a shot, but slightly wide and gloved by the Ironbound goal. So it's a good shift there by the Tiger Lilies. Good pressure. 8:37 left in the first half. Wildest, Citro, and Cassidy Moore on the front. Teixeira, Ronnie Ball on the back line. Controlled by the Ironbound team. They go around the net, looking for someone to break it up to. Kept in by Cook, it looks like. Sends it back behind the goal. And it looks like Wildest looking for someone. Tries to send it up to Teixeira, but doesn't quite get through. Now does. Teixeira sends it towards the net. Bounces off the skate of Wildish into the far boards. And controlled by the Ironbound team, who tries to bring it out of the zone. Pass picked off by Moore, and then picked up by Ball, who sends it into the zone. It is then picked up by the Ironbound team, who brings it the other way. Puck's in front of the net, but picked up by Ball, takes it around her own net. Stopped by 3 players, but that leaves it out for the Tiger Lilies to try to bring it up. And it is out of the zone and brought back in quickly with a nice little move by number 77. Takes a shot, but doesn't get a good clean wood on it, and stopped by Milligan. Puck's in the near boards. Comes out to, looks like Nicolescu. Comes out. Tiger Lily forwards are on a change right now. Almost picked off by Nicolescu, but not quite. Now it's knocked into the Tiger Lily, to the offensive zone, and then sent back, and that will be an icing call. And so the Tiger Lilies will get a face-off in front of the Ironbound goal with 6:54 left in the first half. Nicolescu, Johns, and Gruby are out there right now with Johns on the face-off. And won by the Ironbound team into the corners. Nicolescu trying to shuffle it back behind the net. Around passes by Gruby. Picked up by Ironbound, who bring it out to a moving player who dumps it in and chases with it. Cook on her. She tries to center it and does, but stopped by Bridget. Puck is in front and she wisely covers up. That puck was just too loose for comfort. And so there'll be a face-off in the Tiger Lily zone. Won by Johns. Schmidt takes it around the net, looking for room. Back in front, gets it over Gruby, but she is hit And the puck taken away from her. Centered, and somebody is going down. And somebody's going into the box. I'm not sure who. Looks like an interference call on the Ironbound, so Tiger Lilies be back on the power play with 6:23 left. And with that, the puck comes out of the Tiger Lilies defensive zone. Harrison takes the draw and wins it back, but could not be controlled right away by the Tiger Lilies defense. So we go back around behind our net. Ball picks it up, throws it up to Iloff, who is pressing forward. Looks like Harrison comes away with it. Good. But then it is knocked off. And Wilders picks up, cycles around, looking for an open Iloff. He gets it, but then is hit. Spins and dumps it into the corner, and then chases after that. Picked up around the near boards by Ball, who fires it towards the net, but is blocked in front. Ball picks it up again. She's going to roll back in, and Wilder she'll hang back. A couple for her. She gets a nice through the crease shot, but no one there to put it home. And that was a nice opportunity. While Iloff tries to center it up to our defenseman in the slot, but does not get through. And the puck goes down the other way. Picked up and almost left in front, but controlled by the Tiger Lilies. Ball picks up, cycles around, has to back around again as she moves up, giving her forwards time to change. Taken off the puck, and then she goes down, and they are calling another penalty on the Ironbound team, which I think was a bit of a weak call, I would say. Looks like he's calling high sticking. So maybe there was a high stick. It looked like he was calling Monty Ball going down, but Ball was behind the girl with the puck. So I'm not sure what the ref saw on that. In any event, we have a 5-on-3 for 37 seconds. And we have Ruby, Moore, and Nicolescu out there. Ruby picks up behind the net, sends it up to Johns, who's on the defense. Take a shot, goes through the crease area, and is going to come out. And they dump it back in, but that should be nice, but it's not, because she was on the other side of the red line. Anyway, Johns picks it up, sends it up to Moore. Moore is going in, takes a shot, and the defense, the goalie will cover up on that. 7 seconds left on the two-man advantage, and then a minute 30 after that. So let's see if we can get a quick draw here to make something happen. And the puck comes over to Johns, who cycles towards the net, looking to someone to throw it in through. She cycles around and she tries to stuff it, but cannot. The penalty is over, that first one. And there's another penalty. I'm not sure what this is.
What about the 3 punches?
And is there another penalty on the Ironbound team? Another high sticking call. So we will have a two-man advantage again now for a minute and 14 seconds. A two-man advantage. Time to see if we can capitalize on this, and the Ironbound fans are not happy with these calls right now. So there's 4:14 left in the period, 1:14 on the two-man advantage. Face-off is left in front, cleared by Ironbound. Back goes Johns looking for it, finds Ruby in the mud, but she doesn't quite handle the pass and gets hit. Schmidt takes it in. has room, passes it over to Nicolescu on the backhand side, gets a shot off behind the net. There's the ball. Puck comes out to Moore, who has to keep that in and does not. It's out, kicks it with a foot over across to Nicolescu, who then brings it in, looking to find somebody. Ruby has it behind the net. What will she do? She circles around up to Johns, who moves it over, misses on the shot, kept in somehow over to Moore, and then taken out by the Ironbound team, who goes chasing, trying to take ball off the puck. The ball is going down with it. Picked off. 1-on-3 here right now. Line's been on for a long time. They need to get off, I think. Ronnie Ball will cycle, give them a little bit of time. Looks like Moore, is it Johns going in? Ruby's in front of the net, looking for someone to pass it to. Bell has a shot, shoots it. Puck is in front of the net. Ruby comes, sets it up. Ruby tries to, not Ruby, look at that. Harrison picks it up, tries to stuff it. A long shift for that first paper girls out there. They gotta be tired. So we've got 30 seconds left on the one-man advantage at this point, with Harrison, Eloff, and Lutov out there. Shot dropped by Prez, knocked in front, picked up, almost put in by Harrison, but nicely gloved by the goalie, by Ironbound. Harrison wins the draw, back to Perez, sends it over to Eloff, tries to center but blocked, picks it up again. She will go around the net to Harrison, who tries to stuff it and the wraparound. Doesn't work, still has the puck though, centers it, but knocked away in front of the net. And it comes back on a rush, 2-on-1, 1-on-2 rush, but she still gets through and gets a shot off, and it's under Bridget. And she covers up to draw the face-off.
All right, full stretch, we're even.
2:11 left in the first half. Wildish, Citro, Moore. Puck won by the Ironbound. Rifles a wrister from the point, from the slot, high slot, but doesn't get to the net, and it is sent down, and looks like it's going to be icing against the Tiger Lilies. So it'll come back down with 1:57 left in the first half. So we got Wilder, Citro, and Moore on the face-off to the right of Bridget Milligan. Won by the Tiger Lilies, but then knocked around the net. Teixeira's trying to chase for it, but it gets Ironbound got there first. Playing a little bit of knock hockey at the moment. Sent in from the point, picked up by Schmidt, who is full of wheels and is coming right through all by herself and gets a nice backhand shot off to get through. That was all speed and effort by Schmidt. And I'm not sure if that was a offsides or what that was. Looked like an offsides. So Johns on the face-off, sent over to Ruby, picked up, pick it in. She's got two girls on her, so she sends it in, tries to chase it. Johns goes around to try to help out. They're coming back the other way fast, and they bring it in as a 3-on-2 rush. Cook is defending. The puck does get centered, and the shot goes wide of Milligan along the far boards. Picked up behind the net by Ball, who sends it up towards the direction of Nicolescu, who tries to move it up. Sent back in by Ironbound, trying to clear it up on the warmer board. Left in front. It's going to be a little bit of a race here. Ruby's got to try to get that, and she punches it forward. And They're going to change, but Johns will pursue. And the puck is sent all the way down, but this will be icing waved off as Iloff picks it up around the net, but misses and almost lost an edge. That was dangerous. They take a shot. It is wide open in front of the net. It's a scrum. Bridges down, Butterfly trying to defend that. Lutov tries to pull it out. Can't. Sends it again. Beautiful. And finally, all those loose pucks. Something finally went in. And so it's a 1-0 game. Ironbound with that goal. So a lot of loose pucks around the net. And one of them finally went through for the Ironbound. So we've got 20 seconds left in the period. Tough to give up a goal with 20 seconds left in the period. 2 seconds left, excuse me. With 2 seconds left in the period, we gave up the first goal. So it's a 1-0 goal after 21 minutes of play. We have two 21-minute halves here. Okay, so the second half is starting. We have Iloff, Harrison, and Lutov out there with Schmidt and Teixeira on the back line for defense. Puck won by the Ironbound. They bring it into the zone. Looks like they did not switch sides in terms of the goalies. I'm not sure if that's a tournament rule, but the goalies did not switch sides after the half. Anyway, so the puck is picked up in the defensive zone, and Harrison sends it up to Coco Lutov, who battles, but has it taken away. Sends it over to Schmidt, who takes it into the zone, and then gets picked off, and puck comes back the other way. Teixeira is chasing, has to be careful. Does get a nice pass over to Harrison to pick up an Iloff who is open, but covered nicely by the defender and can't get through. And the player's doing a nice job using her shoulder to keep Harrison, to keep Iloff off the puck. Looks like Wild is going to try to pick it up. And puck is in front of the net, loose, and that is Wild, but not getting in, and Bridget did a nice job to cover that up. So we've got Wildish, Citro, and Cassidy Moore on the draw. Won by the Ironbound to the point, across, and then knocked out by Citro nicely. Almost picked it off for a breakaway there. And then Wildish again, but is picked up in a 3-on-2 rush. Takes a shot, sticked aside by Bridget Milligan. In front of the net, sends it out, cleared as the Ironbound picked it up and regrouped, trying to bring it back in. And the puck is coming to the near boards. It's a race, see if Citro can get there. It comes off, picked up by the defender, who sends it up to the offensive player on the Ironbound. Pressured by, looks like by Perez, who knocks her off of it. And puck is in, left in front of the net, and the shot goes wide. Picked up in the corner by Teixeira, by Perez, who stays with it and is looking for Citro. Doesn't see it, and the forwards will change, but there will be an icing call as it skips by Carolyn Citro. So we'll come back to the left side of Bridget Milligan. John's on the face-off. Won by Johns, but right in front of the net, and scooped it over the net. That was a dangerous little play there, as the face-off came right in front of the net, and the Ironbound girl beat us to that puck and almost had a free shot. They have it. They're trying to center it in front. Knocked away. Comes to them. Shot and gloved by Milligan. That's stuck in the mitt, and they will go for the face-off. So it's John's on the face-off. And it's won by the Ironbound. A slap shot, but it is knocked down by Moore, who looks a little bit hurt. Johns, I think that is. Looks like that must have hurt a little bit. Puck in front and wide open and gloved beautifully by Milligan. Stops a point-blank shot. Rifle. There's a penalty now here. Looks like it's going to be against the Tiger Lilies as Gruby touches up and somebody is going down for tripping. Looks like Nicolescu getting called for a trip. And so the Tiger Lilies will go on their first penalty kill. And this should be a challenge because this is a good team they're playing. So we've got, looks like Ilov, Perez, Paul, and Harrison out there for the penalty kill. Puck is in front of the net, poked forward, shot goes off, missed, comes out to the point, she takes a shot, skips the side of the net, behind the net. It looks like Harrison fighting to try to get that. Ilov going to help out, try to pick it up. Comes in front. Perez has it and does get it out of the zone nicely, and she's staying with it. Trying to move it up into the... Looks like Ball sends it forward. Looking for a change. No change. Left in front by Harrison. She's going to go around the net, see if she can do anything with it. It's picked up, she takes a shot, goes wide, behind the net. Perez has it, will look for a shot, send it a little wider on the net. Harrison going back to chase. They're both a little tired right now. It's like she loops around, but has no help at all. And Ironbound comes away with it. Stopped by Perez on her skate, sticks it aside. And then up to the feet of Caroline Citro, who moves it up. But it gets taken away. The ball picks it up, goes around her own net. Looks to send it up. Picked up by the opposing team, who has it behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Decides to bounce it up to the defense. Takes a shot. Gloved by Milligan on that point.
14 seconds left on the power play, 16 on the
So we've got 14 seconds left on the power play. Looks like Gruby, Moore, point to a point, trying to tee it up, but can't. Chased by Moore. Nice, over to the point, takes a shot, sticks aside by Milligan. Picked up by, looks like Smith picks up, puck loose in front, shovel towards the net, stick aside by Milligan. Nicolescu's out of the box and goes to try to pressure there. Point, puck at the point, nicely picked up by Schmidt up in front, who now has Nicolescu, but just in front of her, couldn't quite reach it, and so that's an icing that will come back the other way. Almost had a nice chance there with Nicolescu flying on the far boards, but just out of her reach. So we'll come back with 15:27 left. Face off by Cassidy Moore, picked up by Schmidt, then over to the Ironbound, who shoots but wide, and is put out of the zone by Nicolescu. Gruby is chasing. Let's see if she can get on her and get that off of her. Puck across the ice to the defender, sent into the zone. Icing waved off on the tip. Ball picks it up, loops it around the net, over to Nicolescu. Comes out. Gruby chasing. Puck goes beyond her stick. Harrison pokes it forward. Dangerously sent in front. Almost gets through, but from Harrison, but taken aside. Gruby is going chasing. See if Lutov can knock it away. He tries, but cannot. Lutov. So they back around, looking for an open player along the far boards. Pressured by Cook, who takes it away easily. Loops it around the net, but picked up by the Ironbound, who send it to the point, but they can't keep it in. So they back up as being pressured by Iloff and Lutov, both of them. Again, hit the flyer on the far point. But then they called for the delayed offside. So it's picked up by Ball, who's trying to move it forward, and they're going to call an ice on that. It looked kind of like a tip to me, but they had a lot of steam on it, so they call the ice. Got 13:42 left in this period in the game. And we've got Harrison, Iloff, and Lutov on the front line with Teixeira and Perez on the back. Won by the Tiger Lilies, but in the corner. Ironbound comes away with the shot, sticked aside by Milligan. He's doing a nice job with the deflecting the puck away across, not leaving rebounds right in front of the net. A little scrum there with Lutov going down. Puck at the skates of Villa, but can't quite pick it up. And the puck comes out of the zone. There will be a change and no icing call, waved off by the refs. So they're trying to catch a flyer there who does manage to tip it, and they called an ice, and I'm surprised because it went off her stick. Looked like it went off her stick right near the spot here, but it could be my eyes seeing it the wrong way. So there's an icing with, looks like, more, excuse me, Citro, Wildish, and Moore out there. Puck comes out, controlled by Schmidt. She's looking for someone, dumps it in. Carolyn Citro chases. Controlled and brought out by the Ironbound, who but cannot get it up to their winger. So back into the zone behind the net of the Tigers, where Schmidt sends it down the other way. Playing a little end-to-end passing game here. Ironbound trying to move it up. Systematically moving it up right now. They got a 2-on-1. She wrists it high and wide. Comes over to the point. Tries to pass it to her player, but doesn't quite tee it up. And so Cook has it behind the net. They cycle back around. Wisely sends it over to Schmidt, who's got plenty of room. She can handle it. Sends it back around the net because she had two players on her, but nobody was there. So Cook is going into the corner to try to pick that up and is in a struggle with two Ironbound players at the moment. She needs help. Moore comes away with it nicely. If she can get that up to Citro, we got to play here. It's a 2-on-1. See if she can get it over right now. Waits a little too long, doesn't get it over to Citro, and it's picked up and brought the other way. So they're moving in, looking for a shot. They're doing a nice job of like just passing it underneath our sticks and between our skates, and advancing the puck that way. But they haven't been able to capitalize on that technique. So Nicolescu tries to send it forward, but off her side of her stick and towards the net, but blocked in front by Perez, who does a nice job. Ruby presses the point and knocks it away, helps it get knocked away, so it's picked up by Wildish behind the net. Looking up for somebody, finds Nicolescu, who has to turn around though and can't quite handle it. Ruby almost could pick it, but can't. Nicolescu trying to get a handle on it. Back the other way. She's got some room, but three players on it, so she shoots it towards the net. Goes a little wide. And what as a 3-on-1 the other way, and the ball does a tremendous job to knock it down, but knocks out the player at the time and is going down for a trip, and she's a little slow to get up. So I hope she's all right. So ball's going to go into the box. 2 minutes for tripping. As she tried to break up that 3 on 1 rush. So for the penalty kill, we have Ilof. Looks like Ilof, Harrison. I think it was. Who's that? Teixeira. Teixeira's out there with Schmidt on the defense. So we got Ilof, Harrison, Teixeira, and Schmidt. Face off. Stuck at the feet of the 2 battlers. Schmidt tries to come away with it, but he gets picked as they're trying to find a center and pass in front. Sent forward by the defenseman. Puck comes right out in front and a loose rebound. And the Ironbound team capitalizes on that power play to make it a 2-0 game.
2-0.
So we've got 10:05 left.
Nice play, ladies.
10:05 left. 2-0 game. Looks like Johns, Ruby, and Gillespie are back out. Schmidt Teixeira sends it up to Nicolescu. Having a little trouble with those backhand turnarounds. Tough play to make. Puck comes the other way, takes a shot off. Glove by Milligan for the face-off. The defense will change. So we get Teixeira and Cook out. 9:48 left to go. Puck won by the Tiger Lilies. Looks like Nicolescu comes away with it, has room, tries to drop it, but Ruby was kind of too close to her for that drop. So it didn't quite work the way it intended. And the puck is picked up by the Ironbound, who comes back the other way with a 3-on-2 rush again. She's going around. She takes the shot, but goes wide around the net. Ruby's got to play this against the defender at the point. Puck goes towards the net. Cook picks it up. Puck comes out, then back in. That was an offsides, but not called. Around the net, Ruby's going to have to come in to try to pick it up, but Johns gets there first. Ruby's trying to pick it up. Looks like Perez comes away with it. Picked by Ruby's fighting with her. She does come away with it, trying to get a centering pass, but can't get it as her stick is taken off. And they are calling a hook on the Ironbound as they took Ruby down, even though she was out of that play. We will go back on the power play. So 8:43 to go. Haven't been able to capitalize on the power play yet. See what we can do here. Perez takes it over to Ball, who will take it in herself. Backs around, she's got pressure from 2. Perez sends it back against the boards. Looks like Ilof tries to go in, or Harrison tries to go in and do something with that. Back to the point, Rodney calls for it, takes a shot, goes wide. Wild is chasing. Perez sends it to the net, but stopped in front by the Ironbound. They bring it back the other way. And she's got to rush in. They're letting her in. Nicely played by Perez. Point shot to the point. Gets through, almost gets through as a blind shot, but it was stopped by Milligan. Passed up behind Wildish. But the puck goes in, so we will do a change for that. Ilof and Harrison have it in front. Puck in front. Schmidt can have a shot here. See, there's a nice shot. Timed a nice slap shot, but it is gloved by the goalie with 56 seconds left in the period, in the power play. So we've got Johns, Schmidt, Cassidy Moore, Gruby, and looks like Lutoff out for this remainder of this power play. See if we can win this draw. Back to Schmidt. She passes it across, but Johns can't quite be there. Johns bringing it in a little bit. Takes it in. Goes around, staying with it or behind the net, looking for some outlet. Over to Moore. Got to be quick with this team. Over to Schmidt, who sends it back in. Moore's got to go to that and got to send it forward or something. She's still staying with it. Schmidt gets it to the point. Nice moves aside. Almost gets to the stick of Lutoff, but not. Taken down as Lutoff. Johns comes in with it, right in front of the net, looking for it, tries to stuff it, but cannot. And two Tiger Lilies hit each other, so we have a breakaway. Cassidy gets back to make a tremendous play to break that up without getting a penalty play. It was a fantastic play by Moore to try to catch up to those two girls. So Schmidt will try to get it in the corner. Battling, sends it up to Gruby, who's mugged. Lutoff in the front trying to get to it. And we got to be careful with that. As the puck came to our feet during a change. Penalty's over. Coming back around the net with Natalie Schmidt sending it over to Teixeira. Gruby gets it, tries to send it forward, but doesn't quite get a handle on it. And it's loose. You gotta be careful. We're here in front of the net. They're gonna tee it up, take a shot. And it is hit. Gruby comes with it, has some room, so she's got to move. She can get a handle on it, but loses a hold of it. Staying with it though. And back the other way into the Tiger Lilies zone. Puck comes out. We'll have a change there if there is an icing or not. No icing. Nicolescu pressuring. We have four girls trying to pressure that nugget. We do come away or prevent them from getting it out of the zone. Could have been dangerous if they flew right by us, as we would have been really short-handed there. So the puck is out. Teixeira knocks it up. Citro has someone who Teixeira takes a shot. Glove aside, stick aside, I should say, by the goalie. Dangerous pass in front was broken up by the Tiger Lilies. And they're still trying to get it out of the zone. Citro pressuring. And now they will come out. Trying to play a little cherry pick here, and ball is there and sticks it aside. Up to, and she is going into a penalty as Nicolescu gets boarded by the Ironbound girl. So the Tiger Lilies will go back on the power play, as this is a very physical Ironbound team that we are playing right now.
Let's go, Princeton!
So we've got 4:32 left in the game. We're down 2-0. We have the power play. We can get a goal here. Let's see what happens. We can pull the goalie. Perez has the shot blocked, and looks like they'll bring it out of the zone. They do. Trying to zoom it down the near boards. Perez gets boarded again, and that will be another penalty. And Bridget comes out, tries to get out, but falls down trying to come out of the net, and they will touch up, and there will be another penalty. I don't know if I agree with that one. I think Perez just kind of went down, but some see it as a cheap shot. Never a happy moment to see your one of your players, your daughter, go down. Without an injury. Nevertheless, there is a see what they're going to call here. So it's a 5-on-3. We've got Harrison, Logan, Wildish, Illuff, Schmidt, and Johns out. Putting out all our guns, trying to make something happen here. Johns around, sends it up. Wildish tries to pick it up, pulls it back around. She's going to loop around, look for someone to send it to. Drops it for Schmidt, who wasn't quite looking. Over to Johns, looking for someone back to Schmidt. Has Harrison in front. Back to the point. Sent forward shot. Johns takes the rebound. Stopped by the goalie. Kept in by Schmidt. Over to Logan. Takes a shot. Rebound in front of the net. The whistle was called. And Coach Diaz is keeping the line on. Penalty. Draw back to Schmidt. She's looking for a shot. She misses on the pass, but it keeps in. Spun around by Harrison, who takes a shot, but stopped by the goalie. And we'll take that face off again. 3:10 left in the game. 38 seconds left on the two-man advantage. Penalty, won by them. Comes across. Shot missed. Wildish up to Schmidt, who actually couldn't keep it in, so they got to bring it out. Schmidt sends it across to Johns. Johns will try to bring it in, and does, but picked up by the Ironbound team. Harrison almost had the breakthrough herself, but stopped by the defenders. Then she brings it in, looking for someone, drops it to Wildish. Comes around the near boards and out of the zone. And Schmidt has to back up and regroup, but loses an edge and comes away with it blocked, thrown down. They're trying to make a play, but could not. So another two-man advantage. We're down to 15 seconds left. In the 5-on-4 advantage with 2:21 left in the game. So it looks like more Ruby sent forward across the zone in front of Bridget Milligan. Ball tries to go get it. She's battling in the corner here. Puck comes out front, picked up by Moore, who is then bumped off, but tries to get it up to Ruby. Stepped in front was the Ironbound player and sent back in behind the net. Blindly sent behind was, looks like Perez, but nobody there to pick it up. Behind the net, ball is taken in front of the net. Perez comes away with it, nowhere to go. Looking to get it up. It's back and forth, back and forth. Sends it up to Nikolescu, who tries to get through, but it's tough. Ruby almost picks it off. We need a break here. Ball comes, wraps it up. He's trying to move it up. Sent back behind Teixeira was that. Picked up by the Ironbound team, who will get a shot here. And if that doesn't go in. Nice save by Bridget. She looked back thinking it got behind her. And whistle is a call. So 55 seconds left. Harrison, Schmidt, Iloff, Rutoff, and Teixeira. Puck comes over to Lutoff. She tries to clear it out. Tries to send it up to Harrison. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Schmidt has it, then does finally get it out a little bit. And brought back in. Nice moves here by the Ironbound team. Trying to get a shot off. Was looking for more. Point up to the point. Blocked by Iloff. Puck is loose in front. Iloff comes back to pick it up and does a nice job fighting her off the puck to bring it out. Lutoff might have a play here if he can get there. Harrison tries. 9 seconds left. Sent forward, almost centered nicely to Iloff, but couldn't quite handle it as the defender was on her. So we will get one final face-off with 4.7 seconds left in the contest. And this one is going to go to the Ironbound team. Face-off controlled, but then sent out. And that's the whistle. Final score, 2-0. Ironbound team takes this one over the Tiger Lilies. So they had a lot to handle here. They played, thought they played well. Definitely a faster, quicker, higher level of competition. And, got a quick turnaround, get rested up for a morning game tomorrow. Playing the I think we got the 16U Saints in the morning at Iceland. So girls got to get some rest. Good night, everybody.